So I'm going to show you the way I plot because I think it's the easiest. I like to get out my main points first. That way we're not get confused, well, what needs to be in the rise in action or fall in action. So if we get these 4 main points out of the way, then the rising and the falling action will be a lot easier for us to fill out. So let's think of the main idea or the conflict of the 3 little pigs. I chose 3 little pigs because we should all be familiarized with it. If you're not, you're going to learn what it is right now. So the wolf is trying, here's the conflict. The wolf is trying to blow down pig's house to eat them, okay? So that's our conflict. So everything that we do everything we write about on here should connect back to the conflict, okay? All the characters' actions, everything should go back to this conflict. So the next thing we're going to fill out, so that's the first thing we did. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the exposition. The exposition, remember, is just our beginning. Where is the setting at? Well, the 3 pigs are leaving home to make it on their own. So my exposition is pretty much the setting, the characters, and what's going on in the beginning, okay, before this conflict takes place, okay? And usually the conflict takes place right here within the rise in action, but I know it's the center. Okay, so now I got to stop and think, okay, so I know the conflict is the wolf trying to blow down the pig's house to eat them. So I'm going to go up here and think about the climax. The climax is when the conflict reaches, when the main characters face their problem. So when I think about the 3 little pigs, I know that the wolf, when they faced the problem, was when the wolf snuck down the chimney. Okay? And this is the third thing you'll do. And so I got the conflict, which is the wolf is trying to blow down the pig's house. The setting, well, the 3 pigs are leaving home to make it on their own. So when do they face the problem? When do the 3 pigs actually face the problem? Is when the wolf snuck down the chimney. And the next thing I'm going to do is my resolution. What happened at the very end? I'm talking about the very end, not 3/4 through the movie or the story. The very end. It's going to be that last scene, that last paragraph, that last sentence, okay? That's the very end. That's the resolution, when everything is just kind of wrapped up and we get an idea about what is in for the future, or it just ended. So the resolution is going to be the 3 pigs lived happily ever after. Wolf was never seen again. Okay, so now I have my 4 main points plotted. So now I can just go and fill in the rise in action and this falling action. So what led to the wolf being stuck down the chimney, and what happened after the 3 pigs left their home? Well, we're going to write 2 to 3 things of events that happen. So we know, I'm sorry, this is number 5. 1 pig, let's say the first pig, built house out of straw. Wolf blew it down. Another one, second pig, built house out of sticks. Wolf blew it down. The third pig built house out of bricks. Wolf couldn't blow it down. And so what did he do? Well, the wolf stuck down the chimney. That's what he did, because he couldn't blow down the brick house because it was just too powerful and strong for him. So let's look at our resolution. So the 3 pigs lived happily ever after, and the wolf was never seen again. The wolf snuck down the chimney. So what happened after he snuck down the chimney and before he was never seen again? Well, he fell into a boiling pot of stew and burnt himself. He then ran away crying. So this will be the last thing you do, okay? So now I can basically see how each thing is connected with each other, okay? So here's my conflict. Wolf is trying to blow the pig's house down to eat them. That should be when the rise in action, right? So if we go look at the rise in action, Wolf blew it down, Wolf blew it down, Wolf couldn't blow the house down, okay? So 3 pigs are leaving home to make it on their own. We can see that they were trying to build their houses, but each house was not as good until they got to the 3rd one. The wolf snuck down the chimney because he could not get into the brick house. It was, like I said, too powerful for him. When he snuck down the chimney, he fell into a boiling pot of stew and burnt himself. He then ran away crying, and the 3 pigs lived happily ever after. Wolf never seen again.